Hello, friends. Welcome to our Golden Lotus Studio Songwriters Open Mic Night. My name is Siena Friend, and I am your host. I'm excited for tonight. I have some old friends I haven't seen in a long time, some new friends I just met. So it's going to be a fun night. We have our featured songwriter tonight is Francine Honey, joining us from Canada, and she's going to play 3 songs and do a little Q&A. We can have a little conversation about songwriting at the end, so definitely stick around for that. And I'm going to start us off with a song. For those of you who don't know, I started this open mic with Gary Grundy, who is the founder of Golden Lotus Studio, which is an online songwriting community. Some of the people on the call are from there tonight, and some of us are from other places. But he has a couple different online songwriting classes that he offers. He has a Friday afternoon song club that a few of us are a part of, where we write a song in 1 hour every Friday. And this song is one that I wrote in one of those classes. For those of you who have taken it, you know that sometimes he'll throw in some random prompt that messes up your whole song. And for this one, we had to include the word black ice somewhere in the song. So listen for that. This song is called Everything Can Break a Full Heart. Everything can break a full heart. Everything can break a full heart. You know the name of the street. Let it open like a rose on a moonless night, up a hill that leads you home. You know the game you've been playing, and all the best places to hide. You're asking yourself the wrong question. You still don't know what's on the other side. What are you gaining by staying stuck? When is enough enough? Everything can break a full heart. Everything can break a full heart. You're scared to scratch the surface, 'cause you know what's under the skin. Blood cells carry old habits, no matter how long it's been. What are you gaining by staying stuck? When is enough enough? Everything can break a full heart. Everything can break a full heart. If you're honest, can you notice red and blue light reflecting, staring up at the high ceiling, feeling the black ice melting? Enough, it's enough. Everything can break a full heart. Everything All right. Next up, we have Rachel Spencer Hewitt, who is also a member of the Golden Lotus team in some of Gary's classes, I know. Yeah, we haven't really officially met before this, but I'm excited to hear what you have. I think you need to unmute yourself, and I'm going to spotlight you. Hey, Rachel.
Cool. That was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I know Siena's music and her voice and her beautiful work because I do jam with the Golden Lotus crew, and this is such a pleasure to actually be able to play with everyone. So I have 2 songs today. The first is just melody and lyrics. I'm gonna be giving myself some percussion just to like build out the space. Yeah, but if anyone's doing comments, I'd love to hear what you hear underneath it because that's what I'm working on right now and sharing it in process. And then the second one will have a little bit of guitar. Okay, cool. So this first one is also part of the 15-minute assignment in Compose Yourself at Golden Lotus Studio, and it just came from a title that I created, and it taps into my country roots because I'm from Texas. Don't really listen to country music, but it came out of me, and here we go. Okay, this is Warm Tongue on a Hot Story. Heard you've been telling friends you're fine, just fine, since passing on the days when you were mine, oh mine. I'm supposed to go down in a blaze of glory. You were on your knees and begging me, imploring, but no one would know it the way you just described me with your warm tongue on such a hot story. I wouldn't care as much if we agreed on what to say. If our story was full of respect and better ways. You're making lessons of my pain and trying to rewrite my name. I'm supposed to go down in a blaze of glory. You were on your knees and begging me, imploring, but no one would know it the way you just described me with your warm tongue on such a hot story. Such a hot story, such a hot story. Cool. So that is awesome. Right on. Thank you. Thank you
for the claps. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. So totally comment on like what you hear underneath that, and see if I can make it come true. And totally shifting gears for this next one, because that was very much one that, you know, when you fall into the narrative of someone's shoes in that situation, it was just very clear what was happening. This one is a bit more personal. This is for any advocate or caregiver or someone out there, any of us who have people that we take care of, and we might be better at taking care of them than taking care of ourselves. And it came from conversations I had with a lot of friends around this topic, and it's called The Way I Talk to Myself. Goodnight world, it's 1:45, and all I can think about is what I didn't do. I wake up each morning and I pick up the phone, connect with a million people and still feel so alone. And I look at the way that I talk to myself and all the dreams that I keep on the shelf and all the love I have for everyone else is gone when I look at how I speak to myself. Going to sleep feels like pain when I'm laying down my head, and all I can think or say is what I should have said instead. What can you do when the one who needs saving is you? And I look at the way that I talk to myself and all the dreams that I keep on the shelf and all the love I have for everyone else is gone when I look at how I speak to myself. Don't go trying to make things right tonight. Just take a moment to rest your eyes. The world's gonna need you for a long time. Look at the way that I talk to myself now, like I can be loved, like I'm worth all the help. I'm worth saving, it seems, when I give in to my dreams and I take a good look at how I speak to myself. I take a good look at how I speak to myself. Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. That was so beautiful. I'm so happy to hear your music. I love your vibe. Next up, we have Penelope Wendtlandt. I hope I said that right. Yes. And Penelope is also a part of some of Gary's classes, workshops, I think. Yeah, I'm excited to hear you, Penelope.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks to Gary. This is my first time to take any classes with him, and I think I've written more music and more lyrics than I ever have my entire life, so that's good. And I also dusted off the old cello that I hadn't touched in 13 years. I was making music with a loop pedal before, so that was also thanks to this course and working in the class. Both of the songs I'm going to do are from FASC, the Friday Afternoon Song Club. They came out of that. Yeah, all right, that's enough.
Awesome.
Thank you. I see your face in the dark, boy, baseball cap covering your eyes. Head in the clouds, mustard green shirt like it's 72. Why don't you turn on the light? Boy, witness what wants to be bright. Boy, might take some courage, but what you'll find will move mountains of scars. Did your mother show you how to love yourself? Did your father tell you it's good to cry? Did you find that it's hardest to grieve the dawn? Here we are again, here we are again, here we are again. Fragile heart softens the mind. Boy, are there more ways to be kind? Boy, maybe you're free, wicked offenses rise up to be seen. Could you be making the time? Boy, are there more ways to be kind? Boy, softness arise, but what you'll find will move mountains of scars. Did your mother tell you how to love yourself? Did your father tell you it's good to cry? Did you find that it's hardest to grieve the dawn? Here we are again, here we are again, here we are again. Love your shadow. Love your shadow. Did your mother show you how to love yourself? Did your father tell you it's good to cry? Did you find that it's hardest to grieve the dawn? Here we are again. Here we are again. Here we are again.
Woo! Amazing.
Thank you. This next one I finished today.
Whoa.
So this is, yeah, just gonna give it a whirl. It's still incomplete. I don't have a bridge and stuff, but it's enough that I wanted to share and get some feedback on, I don't know, anything. I also realized I'm reusing lyrics from the last song in this one, but that's just sort of what it is. Let's see. A different groove in this one. Here we are again. Oh wait, I'm still in 3/4. Sorry, time signatures are messed up. Hang on.
All good, all good.
That's where we are. All right, we got it. Here we are again for the last time. Here we are again for the last time. Did we remember we could see in the dark, feel in between? Did we remember we hear the unspoken, know the truth? Did the bones in a half night, did the halls in our bones ring out? We're the ones we're waiting for. Is it known we're our own mothers, lovers, teachers, healers? Here we are again for the last time. Forget not to remember shit. Here we are again for the last time. Forget not to remember the future of a wild, free heart. A wild, free heart. Did we remember we could? Did we remember? I'm forgetting my own words too. Hang on, get it. What did we remember? Did we remember? See in the dark, feel in between. Did we remember the calls we woke up for? the holes in our bones ring out. Nobody owes us anything. Is it known we're our own lovers, mothers, teachers, healers. Here we are again for the last time. Cannot to remember future. Oh, wild, free heart. Oh, wild, free heart. All right, struggle bus, but that was it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Way to go for performing a song you just wrote today. That's incredible. I'm so happy to hear you. I've seen your voice or seen your face on the Friday calls, and it's amazing to see you doing your thing with your cello and your amazing voice. So thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, we have Ian Sloane, who is a friend of mine. He is an amazing producer, DJ, multi-instrumentalist. Yeah, nice to see you, Ian. Thanks for joining.
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. How are you? Good to see everybody. Thanks for having me, Siena. All right, this first one I'm going to play, I wrote a while ago. I wrote for a friend's short film, and I never got to sing or play it, so I figured I'd take this opportunity and sing and play it. It's called You.
Sweet.
Ever since my existence, no one persistent as you ever chased me around. I'll do almost anything for you. I've loved you for so long, the feeling is so strong. Remember that summer you said we were lovers. I'll wait for the worst to be done. Oh, 'cause you're all that I need. Yeah, you do. Yeah, do it for me. You're my addiction, will last for a lifetime. They don't understand me. If you're fine and I'm fine, we'll wait for the worst to be done. Well, I've known many women, but none as forgiving as you. If you asked me to change, I would do almost anything for you. Well, I've made my mistakes, but the feeling still takes me away. If you asked me to, girl, I would stay almost anywhere with you. Oh, 'cause you're all that I need. Yeah, you do it for me. You're my addiction, Woo! I haven't actually sang that one for anybody else outside of maybe my girlfriend, so you all are the first to hear me sing that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All right, the second one, this is going to be like the third time I've heard myself sing it because I just finished kind of working on it the other day. I've had the song for a while, a lot of the lyrics, but haven't really put it to the guitar, so I'm going to try it out. Wake me up when you get home, and I know you won't leave. I can see in your eyes, so why you trying to lie to me? I was always really good at seeing all the places that you hated being. So you can go and fly away. You can call me today, just let me know if you're lonely. I don't really need to know where you're going. It would be too hard walking around knowing. So you pack your bags, don't worry, I ain't mad. It's just hard for me to let you go. And I'm sorry for whatever, and I hope you find better, but I just thought I should let you know that all I do is dream of you and hope that you'll come back to me one day. All I do is dream of you and hope that you'll come back to me one day. You've been away for a while and are a couple million miles from the place that you used to call home. And I'm starting to regret that you ever up and left, or are you happy that you're on your own? I bet you probably didn't help, cause you never did well when you were with somebody else. And it would start kind of fun, but then you'd always want to run and try and blame it all on yourself. I almost tried to call you today to try and get you to say that you hated being alone, and that you wish you didn't leave, and you're starting to believe that you think that you're ready to come home. But don't pack up your bags, don't worry, I ain't mad. It's just hard for me to let you go. And I'm sorry for whatever, and I hope you find better, but I just thought I should let you know that you can come back when you want to. You can come back when you want to. You can come back when you want to. You can come back. You can come back when you want to. You can come back when you want to. You can come back when you need to. You can come back when you need to. Thank you.
Awesome. Hey, Ian, are those songs available to stream, or are they?
No, neither of them have been released at all. They've just been sitting in my mind for so long. So this was the first time. I think I am going to probably get some versions of them out soon. But
Awesome. Yeah, great songs. Yeah, everybody definitely check out, follow Ian on Instagram. He does a lot of different awesome musical things.
thank you, everyone, for sticking around. And great job for the first couple performers. Looking forward to everybody else.
Hey, thanks, Ian.
So am I on?
Oh, yes. Matt, sorry, I think I had myself muted. You are up. I was just saying that I haven't had the chance to meet you yet, but Francine invited you, and I'm so glad that you could join us, and I'm looking forward to hearing you.
Well, I appreciate so much Francine inviting me to do this. She and I met at my very first songwriting workshop about 5 years ago. And Siena, thank you for your gracious hosting of this event. It's always a joy and a pleasure to be with other songwriters. And yeah, what a diverse group of talented people this is tonight. So thank you for doing this. This song, this is really the most recent thing I wrote. It's really about leaning into love, not when it's that love at first sight, but love that takes place over a little bit of time. It's called The First Time. The first time I saw you, it was an ordinary day. The room did not spin, you didn't take my breath away. The next time I see you, I'll plant my feet firm on the floor. Do my best to hold my breath as you walk through my door. The first time you hugged me, it seemed to go on and on. Now I'm not complaining, I thought it's okay to go along. The next time you hug me, prepare for your feet to leave the ground. I'll sweep you into my arms and swing your laughing self around. I may or may not have dreamed about you last night. You leaned in so close and whispered, "This feels so right, oh so right." Then you say, "It's okay if you dream about me every night." The first time I kiss you, it hasn't happened yet. I know the room will spin, and I know I won't forget. The next time I kiss you will be an extraordinary day. I whisper in your ear, "Will you go my way?" I'll lean in and whisper in your ear, "Will you go my way?" I may or may not have dreamed about you last night. You leaned in so close and whispered, "This feels so right, oh so right." Then you said, "It's okay if you dream about me every night." Then you said, "I hope you dream about me every night." Thank you.
Thank you.
So my second song is I was in Tuscany at a 500-year-old Villa Il Paradisino that Francine has been to, I do believe. Walking across the ground, and Beth Nielsen Chapman, who was the teacher, was talking about, she'd been there before, and she was talking about what an amazing place we were having this retreat. And she said, "I love this world." And then she said, "Well, there's your song prompt for the day. Go write a song and use that as the title or a line or just as a kickoff point." And so I went back after a good day and sat down in my 500-year-old little apartment I was staying in and wrote this song. It's called "I Love This Place." My full-time gig is I'm a Lutheran pastor, and so I spend time talking with people and praying with them about crossing over to the next place after this life, and it's my job to make them feel comfortable about doing that. But there is a good reason that sometimes people are not really ready to do that, and so that's the song that I wrote here. I love this place. Lord, I know the day will come when you will call me home. It's supposed to be a mystery to me. If there's but one wish I could make before I see your face, don't take me out too soon. Lord, I love this place. I love the way the coffee smells in the morning when I rise, and the woman I wake up with every day. I love the taste of her soft lips and the life in her green eyes. Don't know what I would miss the most. Lord, I love this place. I want to hug my daddy when I reach the other side, and kiss my baby sister's curls the way I did before she died. I'm asking for so much more than my share of your grace. Lord, don't take me out too soon. You know I love this place. The love of my grandchildren gives me perfect joy. A laughing little girl on grandpa's knee. My old heart is full of love when I see her face. Don't take me out too soon. Lord, I love this place. Today was close to perfect. White clouds and deep blue skies. I could leave this world with today in my eyes. I've lived life to the fullest. I've finished the long race. I'm ready to go now. Lord, I love this place. I want to hug my daddy when I reach the other side, and kiss my baby sister's curls the way I did before she died. I'm asking for so much more than my fair of your grace. Lord, don't take me out too soon. Lord, don't take me out too soon. Lord, don't take me out too soon. You know I love this place.
That's beautiful. Matt, I didn't get any links from you, but is your music available for anyone to find, or any info about you? Or
I remain a mystery. I have not produced anything that I can stream or put up at this point in time, but I'll keep you posted when I do.
All right, sounds good. Well, I'm very glad that I got a chance to hear you. That was beautiful.
Thank you, Siena.
Thank you. All right, we have made it to our last guest of the evening, Francine Honey. And I also met Francine at a performing songwriters creative workshop in Nashville. The one that we did together was with Jonathan Brooke, and yeah, I haven't seen you since then, so it's really nice to see you. And I know you've been doing really well with your songwriting in your career, so I'm excited to talk to you more about that after you play.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sienna. Yeah, that was a wonderful, exciting workshop. Jonathan's just amazing. I'm just so addicted to going to those performing songwriter workshops. I've met such wonderful people there, and thank you so much for asking me to be on tonight. And it's been so great to see Matt and hear him, and hear Rachel and Penelope and Ian. I love songwriters. So thanks so much for doing this. So yeah, I've recorded some songs, and I'm playing this song for My Sweetheart is My Love Story, but also I did a music video for this, and Matt played My Sweetheart in this music video for To Be Continued. So this is To Be Continued, and as I said, it's my love story. We met at high school when we were 14, the same group of friends through 5 years of classes, survived all-night parties outside at the farm. We lay on the grass and watch falling stars. We danced one last time at our graduation, swore we'd all stay in touch. Reading my yearbook made my heart ache when I read what you wrote at the bottom of the page. To be continued. This chapter is over. To be continued. Our story's not through. Maybe someday we'll find a way to be continued. So I went off to university, and he went off to university, and we always stayed in touch over the years. Then I called you one Christmas, told you about my divorce. We met for drinks at the old farm, stayed up later than ever before. Friendship became much more. Sometimes in life, the timing's not right, no matter how much you love. Seeing the hurt in each other's eyes, with hands held tight, we said our goodbyes. To be continued. This chapter is over. To be continued. Our story's not through. Maybe someday we'll find a way to be continued. Then we went our separate ways for many years. And it was, one of those high school reunions. And I almost didn't go because I heard he was going to be there. And he went because he knew I was going to be there. Well, 50 rolls around, reunion at our high school. You pulled me close, whisper, God, I missed you. And I start to blush, tingles down my spine. Could this finally be our time to be continued? A new chapter starting to be continued. Our story's not through. Maybe today is the day. Maybe today we find a way to be continued. To be continued. Thank you.
So sweet.
That's the story of my sweetheart and I, and you know, I sure kissed my share of frogs before we met up again, and that inspired this next song. You know, with him, it's so wonderful to actually be with a friend that you've known for so long, and he's the first man that I really had this feeling that I'm really just gonna stay. So this is Stay. Lights coming in through the window. I love watching you sleep. My head finds its way to your pillow. Warm breath, heartbeat. A lifetime to find you. I never knew love could be so peace. Stay. I'm gonna stay. Not walking away. This time, safe in the arms of a good man, someone who stands by my side. Stay. We always found something romantic about a storm rolling in. You'll find me through lightning's flashes when the dark comes in again. Thunder may shake us, winds kick up dust, make our whole world spin. Stay. I'm gonna stay. Not walking away. This time, still get all emotional with the song. It's crazy.
I love that one.
Thank you. Thank you. It's people really like that song, and a lot of people can relate to it. Well, yeah, that's cool.
That one was definitely bringing me back to our workshop with Jonathan, because that was the one that you recorded, that you were working on, I think, in the studio. So
Yes, and Casey Wasner did that awesome guitar, and he put up with me sitting beside him, going, "Just shred that thing."
yeah, that was so fun. We were in
Yeah.
Ocean Way Studios in Nashville. I think we were there like from that last day from like early morning until like 1 a.m. We were drinking wine and eating pizza, and everybody was finishing their tracks. And yeah, I'll never forget that day. It was so much fun, so inspiring.
Yeah, that Ocean Way is a very magical place too. How they have that set up is really cool. I'm not sure, Matt, if you got to go to Ocean Way or not. Yeah, I think so. So the last song I'm gonna do is I guess it's my most recent release. I just released it as a single, and it's really a song of hope and love and a song of gratitude. I actually wrote it with a friend of mine who's a songwriter who also happens to be my next door neighbor, and his name is Robert Gray, and he has been living with stage 4 cancer, and so he asked me if I would write a song about being thankful for all of the people that help get you through life. And certainly with a lot of the struggles I've had being a divorced mom, raising my kids on my own, I could certainly relate to how people help you get through hard times. And now with what we've been going through, we just thought it was really appropriate to release this song. So it's called "I Carry On," and I'm actually going to play a little my singing bowl at the end, if that's okay. Well, see, there's a little thing that I do because I'm named after Saint Francis of Assisi. Well, my grandmother, as well as Saint Francis of Assisi, and I too went to Italy and got to go to Assisi, and the prayer of Saint Francis has just always been something that has been so dear to my heart, and I actually got to sing that song when I was in Italy and did a little video of that. So anyway, so this is "I Carry On," and music helps get us through life, and we have a lot of people in our lives that help us get through. So this is a song of thanks. Your light shines on me. Your love strengthens me when I'm lost and all alone. Your love makes me sing. I carry on. I carry on. Your light gives me strength. Your love washes everything. Your peace carries me. You're in my heart, helping me to carry on. And I know you're here with me. And I know you hear my every need. And I know you give me strength, helping me to carry on. I carry on. I carry on. I carry on. Thank love your mind, and I know you're here with me, and I know you're here with me. I know you hear my every need, and I know you give me strength, helping me to carry on. I carry on. I carry on. I carry on. I carry on. Carry on. I carry on. And in that spirit, I think we all need to find ways to bring peace to the world amidst everything that's going on. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring your love. Where there is injury, your pardon, Lord. And where there's doubt, true faith in you. Oh, Master, grant that I may never seek so much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love with all my soul. Make me a channel of your peace. Make me a channel of your peace.
Thank you. That was lovely.
Well, thank you for allowing me to do that.
Of course.
Like so stressed out. Like, isn't life just full of ups and downs these days? And I tell you, my bowls, I love my bowls. I encourage each one of you to go out and buy a singing bowl and just play that. It's amazing. Yeah, I love them anyway. Yeah, so thank you.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, that's great. So, we're just going to have a little conversation. I don't want to go too much over, but we'll spend like 10 minutes or so. If anybody has any questions that's watching, feel free to write them in. Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about the performing songwriter workshop since that's where we met, and I know for me that was a big inspiration as to like getting back into my music after having not done it for a while, and just community is so important, I think, as musicians, and just being around other people to inspire each other. So I'm curious how you came to those workshops, because I know you've done a lot, and how that played into your songwriting journey.
Well, I would not be writing songs now if it weren't for the performing songwriter workshops. The very first one I went to was the one where I met Matt, actually, with Beth Nielsen Chapman, and I think that was February 2015, I think. Yeah, so that's like what, 5 years ago. And So yeah, that was the first one, and I went there, and I remember saying to Beth Nielsen Chapman and Michael Reed, who was actually he wrote I Can't Be Free with Alan Shamlin, and I remember sitting there with them and saying, okay, I paid money to come here, and I want you to tell me whether I'm really like I suck as a songwriter, you know. And so you have to tell me the truth, right? You have to tell me the truth because I'm paying you to tell me the truth. And I fully expected them to say, go home and, go back to your job in the government. Um, and I remember sitting there and just crying like a baby when Beth Nielsen Chapman and Mike Reed especially, this big, 6'4" ex-football player said, I get up every morning and I don't think I'm a good enough songwriter. I mean, I Can't Make You Love Me is one of my most favorite songs in the whole entire world. And so for this, one of my heroes, as well as Beth Nielsen Chapman, to say, like we're just we're just writing the best song we can today, and we're telling our stories, and so to encourage you to tell your story in your own way, for me, that I need to hear that message so often, and get reminded that songwriting is something that we're all meant to do, and there's room in the world for each and every one of us. Um, so that's why I keep going back, to improve my craft, but to keep hearing those messages and to meet other songwriters who, a lot of you have become very good friends of mine and have become like my second family. So yeah, how about you, Sienna?
Um, I went because of Jonathan. I've loved Jonathan Brooks since I was a young child. So it was just like my dream to actually get out there and be able to work with her. And then I did one with her before the one I did with you, like her, just more of her songwriting one. And then we did the recording one together. But I think, yeah, especially the one that we did where we were working in the recording studio, that really gave me the confidence to be like, okay, yeah, I can go into the studio, I can know what I'm talking about. I don't have to be like scared or intimidated of this. So after we did that, I recorded an EP, and now I'm currently working on an album that I'm recording and producing myself in this room, which is perfect since we haven't been able to go anywhere lately. But yeah, just what you said was really beautiful, and just having the confidence to trust in yourself and just make the best thing that you can in the moment, and keep working at it, keep doing it. I'm curious, you know, how this current situation and this pandemic has affected you. Has it changed plans as far as your career, or how are you staying connected and doing music right now?
Yeah, so I'm, fortunately, I don't know whether it's fortunate or not fortunately, but I don't tour. Um, so when I started down this career path, I decided I was going to do as much as I could electronically. So I already have you know, um, people that are interested in my music online. So I was pretty much all set up. So for me, it hasn't really been that big of a shift, except I have been writing my life story in song and been recording with, um, um, I did a workshop with Gretchen Peters, and I love, her stuff, and I asked her who could I, who was her producer, and she said, well, he won't work with you. There's this other producer in Nashville. His name is Jason Hubbard, and I think he would be right up your alley. Probably down for it. And so I've been working with Jason ever since, and it's just been such a great collaboration. So they were supposed to come up here to Canada actually to record videos, in March, and I had a session up in the studio in, a couple weeks ago. I had some meetings to finish the album, so we're still able to do that. So they had me on the chair, in the studio on the laptop in Zoom, and they were moving me around from place to place. So I was actually able to be, part of the recording process, and that was really cool. So now I've got all of the tracks, and I've just been laying down my vocals and trying not to make it sound like karaoke, because I really love, every record I've done with Nielsen, I've been live singing, live off the floor with the band, and I just so love that because I think that's the magic. So I'm kind of like you, I'm kind of learning how to, do my own production a little bit and work on videos here, which is very different because, I am not a, videographer, not a record producer. So, yeah, but, we're still in lockdown here where we live. We're one of two towns in all of Ontario where we have quite a few COVID cases, and we're still in lockdown. We're still, everything's kind of, the restaurants aren't open, you can't get your hair done. Like we're still in lockdown. So that's been really hard because, my family's 8 hours away from here. So that personally, that's been tough. But as far as my music goes, I've been busier than ever, like really busier than ever. I Carry On has been a big success, which is wonderful. It's been reaching a lot of people. And I don't know, I just feel so lucky to have this wonderful life that I have, even though we've been going through this horrible time and watching the news. I mean, it's just heartbreaking. I've been writing all kinds of very dark songs.
Mm.
How about you? Like dark, but hopeful, because I really do think that in the end we're all going to be fine. But it's, you know, tough. It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's wonderful that you are able to keep doing your music. I love that you were on the Zoom call in the studio or the FaceTime. That's great. Is that the next project that you're going to be putting out there? The one you're currently working on?
Yeah, I know. I really debated like who cares about my life. I'm just one person in this whole world of billions and billions of people. And again, Beth Nielsen Chapman and like a lot of my mentors, Berlin. Well, I don't know. I just want to do it. I think for me, it's my legacy for my children, and it's a very personal project. Um, and so, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not going to see radio play or anything like that, but it's just something I need to do for myself, and I'm going to put it out in the world, and maybe people will relate to it, but I have no idea if it's how I'd put it out, or I haven't figured all of that out. I'm going to take a little bit of time over the next few weeks and enjoy nature outside in the summertime. That'll work itself out.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, that sounds like a very cool project. So I look forward to hearing that when it does get out into the world one way or another. And thank you so much for being here, Francine, and everybody in the YouTube. You can find all of her links, all of her albums. There's lots of good stuff that you've been doing. So we're going to call it a night, but thank you. I'm going to switch to the gallery view real quick for those performers so we can all say goodbye, and thanks everyone for being here. Thanks Rachel, Penelope, Ian, Matt, Francine, and we'll see you. Let's see, we usually do these on Saturdays, not Sundays, so the next one is going to be on Saturday, July 18th. So you're always welcome back, and we'll see you then. Thanks.